These videos are for you. They're for you to improve your own life with. They're for you to improve society, so you can live in a better society. To improve the world, so society can live in a better world. I love you. And this is what I have to offer for you to create more satisfaction within your life, to have and to share, to overflow. I'm going to start from the very beginning, before anything that I ever recognized, any thought or any feeling. The state of not knowing, of not pretending to know, of not forgetting where I came from, not knowing. And then there had to be something which I would label love or appreciation. Appreciation for there to be something like labels, a way to navigate through the infinite possibility which not knowing implies, and to find the things which are particularly satisfying to whatever I am and all that I seem to experience. There's the state of not knowing, and there's love of the illusion of knowing that brought me from that state of not knowing to where I am. It's what motivates me to be aware of my surroundings and how I influence them in ways that I can see and in ways that I can find out about but not necessarily see. If I take one single step out of the state of not knowing into the practical world of the way things seem to be, my first, most immediate experience is the earth. My foot is on the earth. Tangible substance, material, matter, body. It's all the earth. Wherever it came from, that's what it is. If I look up, I see the sun. It's the source of movement on the earth. It gives us the gift of energy in the form of movement. It's not a substance, it's the movement of substance. And the combination of this movement and this substance creates all of life that we know. Now, whatever source came before this substance and this sun must have had something close to our idea of love and appreciation to decide to create this amazing synergy between movement and matter. And we, as humans, we seem to love it too. On this world, I've met all types of people from all parts of the world, from all walks of life. And everywhere I've gone, I've found that everyone wants the same thing. We all want the same thing: satisfaction. We want satisfaction that lasts, We want satisfaction that grows. Now, we have the capacity to be satisfied with anything, but this matter and this movement, combined in many different ways, create different types of life, different types of tools. It makes it easier to be satisfied. It's a very dynamic reality, and there are many possibilities. We can be creating more. We can be making better use of the possibilities that we've already found. So in the pursuit of satisfaction, we've been taking the matter of the earth, the movement from the sun, our own thoughts and effort is that movement. And we've been combining them to invent, create all sorts of things. Literally all sorts of things. And we've been exchanging this, what I call abundance, to make satisfaction more accessible. Somewhere in history, we created money as a symbol which represented abundance. It was never intended to be valuable on its own. It's only supposed to be a symbol which represents these tangible things that we actually want. There was only as much money as there was what that money represented. So when you were exchanging money, what you were really exchanging was what it represented. But that was a long time ago. And since then, our invention, money, has been changed drastically. Throughout generations, we've been changing it, and it's become something other than what it was intended to be. Money doesn't represent abundance anymore. Money is its own thing. People aren't working for what the money represents, they're working for the money. That's a mistake. In fact, people aren't working and using money to make their work more effective, to be able to exchange abundance and create more and find more satisfaction as a result. We're now in a system where people think they can only be satisfied if they have money, even though it doesn't represent what it's supposed to. We're in a system where we're expected, actually forced, to use money anytime we try and do anything, anytime we try and live anywhere, anytime we try and go anywhere or make anything. We're forced to use this money, which doesn't represent what it's supposed to. And all of our money is coming from one source, federal banks. You can look at it. It has their mark. And they loan it to us, and they expect us to pay them back more than they ever gave us. Meaning, we need money to do anything, they say. So we rely on them for that money. And they'll only give it to us if we work for them. That's slavery. And they don't even have what the money is supposed to represent, abundance. In fact, people are getting paid to destroy abundance, to make other people's lives harder. Our money system is very messed up. It's motivating many people. And all the signs are repeating themselves for us here where we have the most money, going into another super inflationary period like the Great Depression, where people will lose their life savings, banks will default on loans, people will lose their houses and their cars and their jobs. They won't be able to afford anything. We can avoid that. These videos, they explain alternatives to the money system. that's currently ruling our lives instead of serving our lives. Alternatives to social trends which accept negativity and reject positivity and appreciation. And spiritual trends which are positive and loving, not self-motivated, material motivated. It's helpful to think of money in society as being like the blood in your own body. It's supposed to have oxygen, meaning it's supposed to be transporting something positive throughout society. But money isn't connected to its source anymore. It's like blood with no oxygen. The only value that money has is illusionary, imaginary. The spell is broken. It's worthless. It's a terrible reason to be letting people rule our lives. We can empower ourselves. These videos explain how. When I was living in the ghetto of Atlantic City, right next to casinos where people were just throwing their money away, I was living with families that were pretty much starving constantly. There was a term that people had for someone who let other people walk all over them and control their lives. The term was calling that person a bitch. If humanity is letting the money system cause it to hurt itself, the money system is hurting humanity directly, making satisfaction harder, and we're letting it, then society is being money's bitch. But we've been in this abusive relationship for a long time. I don't know if you've met people who have been in abusive relationships. I have. They tend to want to defend their partner, even though he or she has been hurting them, just because they don't know anything better. But these videos are offering solutions to these material, mental, and spiritual blocks to satisfaction. I love you. That's why I've taken my life, all of the possibilities that were inherent in it, and dedicated them to bringing you this. We can change society by changing our values, because we are society and our values motivate us. If we value the trends which are positive instead of the trends which are negative, in material, mental, and spiritual ways, then that's the world that we'll create. A world of ever-increasing abundance, of ever-increasing satisfaction. I don't think there's any need to wait. I don't think there's any reason to let other people do it for us, because we have everything we need to do this. So let's do it.